Hi, I'm Joe Polizzi, and this is the Content Inc. podcast. 5 minutes every Monday for content creators who desire to be content entrepreneurs. It's so funny. Robert Rose and I just covered the launch of CNN Plus, and literally 3 weeks later, it's done. Which kind of boggles the mind that they would spend $300 million on the launch and then just change directions like that. But a new CEO didn't like it in the first place. We'll see. But I think the larger issue is that we may have hit peak subscriber pay levels. And if you think about Disney Plus and HBO Max and Netflix and Paramount Plus and, CNN Plus, CNN minus, whatever the case is, there might be enough things that people are paying for. And I saw a stat coming from Axios that said that about $40 per month in over-the-top streaming services seems to be the max. And so they'll figure out, does that mean Disney? Does that mean Disney HBO or HBO Netflix or whatever the case is? Anyways, just something to think about. But it's really affected us at the Tilt because we launched paid training back in December, and I really believe the courses are valuable. I believe they're differentiated enough. But as we were going out and talking with our audience, and we had a number of people subscribe to pay for these courses, and they've gone extremely well. But a number of people said, look, I just don't want to pay for anything else, flat out. So they're not even thinking about paid subscriptions. They're not thinking about additional streaming services. They basically have turned it off and said, I'm not paying for anything else. I don't care how valuable it may be, which is an issue. And it's an issue for all of us as content creators. And I think we've got to start thinking about what we're going to do to take advantage of revenue opportunities that don't include paid subscriptions. It's interesting if you see what's going on at Substack. They're adding in some advertising components. If you see what Quartz just did, Quartz just took down their paywall and they're going advertising. So what's happened here in the last couple of years where the coffers of large enterprises have become very bloated, they have more advertising dollars than they normally have. So you're looking at what's going on with the audience, and the audience says, I don't want to pay more. But at the same time, you have a lot of enterprises that aren't good at content marketing, that aren't good at building their own audiences, but do have large amounts of advertising. As much as I am not the greatest fan of advertising, we're definitely going in that direction because that's the trend. So what we've decided to do with our paid training courses, they're going all free. So in the next couple months, you'll see us release a bunch of what we would call sponsored mini courses that we're going to go out and get sponsored because the sponsor dollars are there, especially in the creator economy, content entrepreneur universe. But I don't think it's just limited to us. I think that you look in your particular industry niche as well, and you'll see opportunities also outside of paid subscriptions. So I think that what I would recommend you do is get your media kit in order. Really figure out, who your audience is, what's your open rate, what are you selling. Packages are great, but what I don't want you to do is give this stuff away for free. And I've talked to a number of content entrepreneurs lately, actually some that I've actually purchased advertising and promotion dollars from in order to promote Creator Economy Expo, where they're just not charging nearly enough for their sponsored placements. And it's a problem. So as you put your media kit together, and as you take advantage of this opportunity of lots more advertising dollars available, what I want you to do is don't go out and offer anything unless the price is high enough where you feel a little bit strange. You feel like, I don't know if it's quite worth it. Like, I don't know if I'm worth it. I don't know if my newsletter is worth it. I don't know if my podcast is worth it. If you're going and asking somebody to sponsor your thing and it's too easy for you, you are definitely not charging enough. So you have to change that right now. And that's what a lot of content entrepreneurs get wrong, is because we're not, we're not salespeople. We're not born salespeople. We're not taught to be salespeople. And we don't want to ask too much and we want to be nice. No, you've got to go out there and you've got to say, this is what it costs. Now, if you want to do packages, that's fine. Like, I've got some things that I've been packaging where I was like, okay, it's 3,000 or 3,500 an issue, but if you want to do 3 for 7,500, I'm in. So I love doing that. I like the 3-4 deal, by the way, 3-4 something, because for whatever reason, it's always worked with my sales history that if you package things in threes, they seem to go a little bit smoother and people can do the math. So I would absolutely get out there, get your media kit together, price it higher, go out and test with a few partners and see what happens. But I think we should all start looking at our revenue products, and we should all take a step back and say, I think we're in an advertising age here, a new ad age for the next 12 to 24 months, and maybe paid subs and paid membership isn't the way. Maybe we need to support this thing as a free product that a lot of our friends who have budgets can help us build our content entrepreneurial model. Good luck.